Hi, this is Paul Spica with Spica Real Estate, and you are watching our first-time home buyer video series, and this is video number 3, Getting Pre-Qualified. In our last video, we talked about making the decision and answering the question, yes, we want to buy a home. Once we've made that decision, the very first step is, we believe, getting pre-qualified. And so pre-qualified, what does that mean? To get pre-qualified, that means that you have gone to a lender and you filled out some information, usually in the form of some sort of an application, and you've given that information to the lender. The lender says, based on this information that you've given us, we can qualify you for a loan up to X amount, whatever that is. They're taking you at your word that that information is correct. So you go sometimes online or to a bank or to a lender and you fill out information. It shouldn't cost you anything. Most pre-qualification letters and that application process doesn't cost anything. Most lenders don't charge. And we always recommend that you talk to 2 loan officers, whether that's a banker and a mortgage broker, whatever that looks like. We encourage you to talk to 2 because then you get a good idea of 2 different lenders, their policies, the way they do business. You're also going to get to know their different rates and their different closing costs. And a lot of times these numbers are going to be very similar across the board, but in the event they are not, it's good to know. And if nothing else, it's a good practice just simply to always have 2 quotes. We prefer and we highly recommend the use of a local institution. There are a lot of great organizations out there that are nationwide. We like the ability for our clients to go to an office, sit eyeball to eyeball, kneecap to kneecap, and talk to the loan officer. This is a big decision. This is a lot of money, and it's helpful to be able to meet person to person with your loan officer. The difference between a pre-approval letter and a pre-qualification letter, often those terms are used synonymously, but they are different. As we mentioned a minute ago, the pre-qualification letter is relatively easy to do. You fill out some information, loan officer says based on this, this is how much you're pre-qualified for. A pre-approval letter is taking that information that you've given your loan officer and verifying all of that information. Yes, you're employed, let's verify it. You say you make this much, let's see your income records. You say you have this much debt, let's pull your credit and see. So they're verifying all that information. A pre-approval letter is stronger than a pre-qualification letter. It does require quite a bit more work, a little bit more time, pulling of your credit and those types of things, but it is worth doing. And at some point, you will have to do that regardless. Keep in mind that the loan officer may, throughout the whole process, need to re-verify your information. If you start in January and say, here's what I make, and you're buying a house in March, he might need to say, hey, we need to make sure you still make that much money. Can we have your pay stubs? Can we see your income records? So we might need to verify this information. And I say that just to give buyers a heads up that you might need to provide some information to your loan officer multiple times. Once you've been pre-approved, now the fun begins. You have tangible proof that you can get a loan. Now the fun begins. We go out, we start looking at houses, and then eventually we'll take that pre-approval letter and put it with our best offer on the house that works well for you. So we have loan officers that we work with, that we love to work with, and have earned our business, and we would love for them to be able to earn your business. Local here, and we'd love to connect you. Paul Spica with Spica Real Estate, and you're watching our first-time home buyer video series. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned next time as we start to talk about what you're looking for in a home. Thanks.